Nobody knows you were suspicious.
Yeah, they freaked out and swept me away out of the building.
So they didn't suspect you of truly being something else.
Mhm.
There we go.
And yeah, I think so. What's the jar again?
It was the news. We fought it within the sewer system. Me and a few goblins.
I missed one. What? Goblins? What?
They were repair goblins. Like the goblins were trained to.
What? Are they?
I don't know if they were slaved or what the deal was, but they were mourning over a particular man who worked there, but he clearly got sneak attacked from behind and killed.
But what's the jar again?
The jar is part of an ooze that once was a monster, an ooze monster that can dissolve basically anything. One of the goblins ends up dead until I decided to swift action a heal. And they seem to have taken care of the issue.
So, do you want to head back up and leave and try to get the people now?
Heading back up to get someone's attention, I would say would be a very smart thing to do.
Alright,
and by the way, this necklace of Ray of Frost that has 3 uses each day, I already used up all its charges.
Oh, okay. So it was handy. I didn't need to freeze a rat. Okay.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
Thankfully, I decided not to.
So I will fly up to up there at the top of Docktown and trench back to normal and get a hold of the guard, alright?
So you go back in.
Do I also go there with
no, he's underneath. You gotta
Gotta put the guy here.
boom.
Lay down.
Boom.
Oh wait, that's second floor. Oh, we gotta go boom. You have 2 floors on top of you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Boom. Oh.
Wrong way, yeah. No, you came up, no, and everything's backward.
Oh no.
You've entered the Feywild. Okay.
Where's the diamond cord?
That was ridiculous.
I go ahead and trans back to normal.
Yep.
And I go ahead and talk to the main guy and I say, okay, I got more news about the thing that I saw.
He would actually interrupt you before that and be like, hey, thank you for repairing the crane. That is extremely useful. And did you notice? You go and be like, you walk out with you. It's like, have you noticed, even since you guys have been here, have you noticed that we happen to have a fountain that does water?
It actually works.
It works.
Water. Oh
Thanks
my.
to your teacher.
Teacher?
Our
yeah.
character, yeah. Mr. Spoon.
Okay.
Takes paint very well. Yeah, he says, yeah, have you noticed we finally got water? It's like,
Awesome.
that's not you're doing as well, is it?
It's pumping up because of my friend. He went down through the filter, like the water treatment plant below, and actually apparently helped these elves, right? Or what?
Goblins.
Goblins.
He's
The
like,
fix.
but goblins help fix.
Help fix the. Yeah, helped fix the water problem, pipes, and all that. Well, I gotta explain something to you. If you go down there to the 2nd floor below and look between the cracks of the flooring, you will see a whole nother world, a whole nother floor where I saw the arena and all that. And I have proof of a Zada creature. Pull out the claw.
You say clawfoot. You were telling the truth, huh?
He's evil. Oh,
no. He's sitting there. He's like, okay. He says, I'll go with you to the second floor to go see what's going on. I will take 2 other of my most trusted men.
Oh. Boom.
There we go.
Right there.
He says, I mean, I trust you, but I want them to see that what you're saying is true. And, these aren't the men that try to put a noose on you like last time.
Yeah.
These are people that
hopefully they are secretly not
Wake
evil.
says. Yeah, Wake sits here and says, like, they served with me when I was out as a ranger out in the ways. He says, yeah, I came back to take my duty. They rotate to take duty over the town. He says, and so have they. So if anything, and he'll even say, is like, if anything that has been going on while I was gone, under that or is against me, these people won't know either. He'll stick his head over. His friends will hold on to him. Sit there and look, and he's like, "There's the water treatment plant," because he knows the water treatment area. And there's the trash, but he goes and like, "Why is there a cage?" And he looks at the ship. He says, "The old sea captain. That rumor's true, huh?"
And then, does he see me? Like, just down there.
I point it out for him. I point him
You're
out.
over there too.
And I also say, I can speak with animals, and I talk to that. There's like this. I explained what the monster looks like, the creature, and he says that they are forced to battle each other for gambling and for food. They have to win to get food. And they get abused, apparently.
You'll get up from there. He says that we have an illegal gambling circuit. He says, I've never heard of this. He says the mayor must be in on this too.
The guy that I was going to try to trust. Oh, snap.
He says that would make a lot of sense. He kicked that old lady out because she had a door to the second floor. They can sneak people in and out without people knowing.
I shall tell him that store also has one.
He says, well, I'm glad that they didn't catch on because we need that store. That's our vital goods. They would have shut it down to bar it. You would say, and where did you first see this at?
I at the Jade Shark. I snuck in their secret back room, and there was a stairwell.
All the way down to it.
Because I was super suspicious because of there was a trail of blood at their door, and yeah.
So I think I need to go have a talk with, forget the owner of the J Shark. I'm going to have to go see for myself.
I warn him, be careful. They're really dangerous. They're not afraid of killing people. Like I said, I did see a clown get shot.
Clown? I'd be confused about the clown. And you take his men and you'll go.
He's going to Jade Shark.
What is your plan?
I just kind of follow him with him. I'll go with him.
I hate how the group split. So you went to the Jade Shark.
Yeah.
They kicked open the door and he's like, "What tomfoolery is this?" He says, forget what his name, John or something like that. He says, "I'm going to have to see your storage room, sir." He says, "I will have." He's the captain. He says, "I'll have the head of the guard come and get you." He says, like, he barely ever comes out. He says, I pretty much do all his work. He does paperwork. Why would he come here? Open the door.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't. He'd go over and open it. He says, but this isn't going to end well for any of us now, is it?
Okay, I'm going to be prepared with, what weapons do I have? I got that dart, staff. What's that? I know we have dagger. I will hold out my pitchfork. I'll prepare myself.
Pull out the pitchfork. He's opened the door. He says, go ahead. He says, I can't promise you're going to be able to come back.
Whoa. It's not a threat, I hear.
He would call one of his friends and says, go ahead and escort him to, I guess their other place so he can't lock us in or something like that. He would go and escort him to like the town. Alright, so you're down one person to fight.
Oh no. Oh boy. Ooh. Okay, do you want to pause this so he can do something or something?
Yeah, what is your business?
Alright, let me see that.
Remember, you don't know this.
I don't know what's going on.
I can't keep bouncing back and forth in our time. Creeping even lower and lower.
So I would be like right here. So there's like this frame area.
If you want to be crazy, you could like move the crane and walk up the crane and jump over there if you wanted to. That sounds like a lot of dexterity checks.
Okay, I will. That's actually my idea.
Okay. I love it.
Try
Probably not that many people. We could probably the assuming even the booklet of repair or something like that will help you with missioning the crane. And so now, instead of looking like this, it's going to actually be over the railing to the black box. And there were people like, hey, yeah, more like. So I need dexterity saving throws, unless you have another way of securing yourself.
Let me see what I got for potential security.
I do not want you to die.
Really die. We heard about how on Little One and that one thing about fall damage seems to be necessarily less, but you are a wizard. You don't have feather fall by any chance. I cast feather fall.
Oh. Hold on. And then
Someone gets in the bell.
ring ding ding ding. Ring ding ding ding.
You need a pair of sending stones. Right.
Would the jar of black ooze be a sticky substance?
It's an acidic substance.
Oh, an acidic.
Oh.
So it wouldn't work. So let's see.
Are you willing to try it out on the crane?
I think it's about time I tried out my new spell then.
Oh, you got it. Oh, yeah, I didn't know what your new spell was. What was it?
Alter Self. I can give myself natural weapons. Maybe I could somewhat utilize that for claws. For claws to go across that crane to the other side.
Or growing wings, honestly.
Is it that good? Can you grow wings?
I don't believe so. It's natural weapons would be like claws and horns.
Okay, so you give you extra grip.
Yeah, extra grip with the claws.
Good.
Alright.
Give you a bonus to your traversing.
Alright. 10.
Okay,
So would it be acrobatics?
I'll give it a simple dexterity. Or acrobatics, which one's probably the same bonus.
Alright, so it's either dexterity or acrobatics, it's an extra 2.
Okay. So you're kind of using your claws, the grip, and shimmy your way. I'm going to make you have to make another check. You've maybe made a fourth of the way there. It's windy.
5.
You slip and fall.
So a seagull is harassing you. And you don't make it that far. And you've kind of, with one hand, so your grip is a little iffy. I want you to make another dexterity saving throw.
What's this? 11.
11.
Oh, 11.
You have shimmying yourself where you are finally over top the kind of boardwalk to the box.
So you're hanging
So
on.
you can jump off if you wish.
Alright.
Jump
Hang
off the edge.
Do I see anyone below?
There's people wondering why is the crane there, but there are people entering in because a match is beginning.
Alright, so what's the cause? Hang down below and then drop down.
What was that?
I don't know what it was, but that was an interesting sound effect.
Yeah. I dropped down.
That was my anything dice, which I've criminally not used my anything dice. Anything dice. I wanted it for weather effects. I could write down weathers and make you roll it. We haven't.
You roll it.
Okay, so you're inside the black box. Inside, there's people lining up to fight in an event, and then there's people that are paying to watch the event.
Paying to fight in the event,
Mhm.
paying to watch. Do I see any area that Trace in the describing where possibly he ended up entering?
This is where he entered. This is the entering when he was a bird, not a rat.
Where did he? Do I have any clue how he entered through rat?
No.
I'll just see right.
You know that it overlooked the fighting arena? You want to go in and become a fighter, he'll eventually see you in the arena.
So I don't think I wanted to have to enter that arena unless I have to. So what are the prices on tickets?
5 gold pieces.
Oh, really cheap.
Alright, so
But the house always wins.
You're not wrong.
you're not wrong.
You're very right. But how big is this house? So are you going to become an audience member?
For a time being, I think that's in the cards.
Trace, are you willing to have something crazy happen to your character that you did not know about for the story?
What do you mean?
Yeah. You want something risky, but that you don't know? Or do you want to play it out in front of Nicholas? Okay. So you're going down the steps, right?
Yeah.
And you enter that last door, you open that door, and there are armed guards waiting for you. And the guy is like, "What is this?" And he says, "I have recognized you. You're a part of the town guard." Says, like, "Yeah, but we're with the ringmaster right now." Says he has the best plan for this city. I'm sick and tired of the town guard doing nothing. There are threats out there that you wouldn't believe. A lot bigger than just a few orcs. It's out the swamp. What are you gonna do?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
What are we doing? He says, "Why are we doing that?" They would apprehend him. And they would go around and say, like, "I guess we have 3 more fighters for the next round. He's very hungry."
Oh no. If I fight that one guy, no.
Oh no.
Rebel.
You're gonna fight? You're gonna strength roll? You're gonna try to fight these guys?
Yes, I put with my already holding pitchfork.
Okay.
I try my best to jab.
Okay, go ahead.
11.
Plus your strength, which will be 15. It's a +1 weapon, so it'll be. So yeah, you go ahead and gore the person. The only issue is I don't remember what this weapon's damage type is.
Like if it's improvised damage or...
It's not improvised because I count it as a trident. I just don't know what the trident's damage is. It's a +1 as well. I don't know what dice you will need to roll. I'm thinking off top hand, and you're doing it with both hands, which probably gives it an extra die roll beyond it. Yeah, I feel like I'm fevering or something because I'm not drinking enough.
Corona.
Oh, don't speak that against me. Trident. easily, I'm gonna say since you're doing it with both hands, I'm gonna count it as a versatile weapon, because yeah, it is versatile. It's a D8. Roll a D8 plus 1 plus the 14 for your, plus 2 for your strength.
This one?
Yes.
No. Wait, yeah.
Whatever rolled plus 3, in other words.
8.
So it does 10. You ram this guy so bad, he spills off the balcony into the arena.
Oh, ouch.
Taking even more damage. You have killed this man.
Yes.
I will take notice of this and everyone else.
Yeah, everyone is going to scream. And you're looking out over the balcony and you see like...
Can I see where he fell from?
Yes. You're in a balcony below. In the opposite higher point, because there's two floors. You're on the first floor, he's on the balcony floor. He fell off, so you go splat. Dead onto the floor. You're in a position where you see across what's above him happens to be like a VIP box. And there's a shadowy figure from this like orange glow sit up and take note of you.
Oh no.
And then someone's going to stand out into the arena, and it's going to be the ringmaster. You say, I guess someone's here for some blood. And the crowd cheers. He says, then let them fight in the glory of battle and combat. He says, you know what I believe. This is to build strong warriors, and if that man died, there must be a bigger one to take his place.
Oh.
He says, we're here to fight because there are threats out there that you will not believe. He says, my superior survived, and he calls it the Black Manor. He says, there's cults at the lighthouse. He says, and there's threats that sit out there in the waste that we need to be ready to fight. He says, we are here to have strong warriors. Let this man stand.
For the covenant.
He calls. He's like, sir, join us in our festivities.
I'm going to stick with the police guy. The guard.
They're still trying to apprehend him, and it's fighting. He says, we'll talk about your murder later. He's trying to pull out his sword.
Where am I again? Like I'm at balcony looking down below after you fight? Right?
Above. They're above you. You're on the second floor.
Yeah.
But where's the fight going down? Below me? Right?
Slightly below. Maybe 10 feet below you. The fight hasn't started yet. That's where the ringmaster is standing.
I'm going to keep watch for the time being. Like maybe a surprise attack would be my favorite.
Kill the
later.
ringmaster.
There's going to be one of the clowns come up and he's going to whisper in his ear. It says, Orc! Come on down! He says, I'm not going to hate you for killing my man. I just require a fight to show your bravery.
Why should I say.
He called. He says, this town's scared. Show that you'll fight for them.
I see that.
Is that a threat?
I ask,
Is
the
that a threat?
I asked the guard, what should I do? What should I do?
They'll eventually, I don't know, like push another.
Splat.
And the other guy that's fighting them go off. He says, you're in an awkward situation right now. I could probably slip into the crowd and act like one of these guys, but they pointed you out as the orc. And he looked. He says, look, they're cheering. Orc, 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 orc. Fight, orc!
Would I be in trouble, I ask him, if I have to do this, Would it be in trouble?
He says, what's going on here? He says, apparently my superior's okay with this.
Oh.
Says, I'm in trouble. Says, look, they want to make you a hero for the whole Docktown.
Okay.
This is your chance to get recognized for your religion.
I'm ready. I'm going down. What will I have to face? Please not my friend.
Okay, let's see. No time. Got like less than an hour left.
Come on.
30 minutes. I don't know if we want to stop before the fight and then have things ready or.
Oh no. I'm ready. Come on.
You're in the crowd.
Oh boy. I'm.
So you see the clowns and they're escorting you. And they ask if you want anything, if you need any better armor, if you want to have your armor set.
I ask.
You're out here. If you want a different weapon, if you want a ring of protection, is something that they're going to ask you. They're offering you all these magic items that they have, rings of protection, +1 weapons of different types.
I forget what that ring is that I got.
You have a ring. The ring of protection is not a ring of protection. Ring of protection will raise your armor class.
All right.
The other one is just like the signet ring that guy can protect you with, which clearly don't matter because something's probably gonna happen.
I'm going to go ahead and ask. Is it okay if I get some armor and a ring of protection?
I say absolutely. Here's the issue. If you get a heavier suit of armor, your dexterity is not going to be a bonus to it.
It's not going to be like...
They will say, here, let me see, heavy armors. They'll hand you scale mail.
Whoa.
Which is worth 20. I'll make it where you actually do get your bonus. So it's going to go up to 15. It's going to go to 16 with both. You got meager armor. Which is 14 plus dex up to 2. And then you got ring of protection. That is a +1 to AC. So you got a pretty nice bonus there. The ringmaster is still in the arena. Let's call. I don't have a ringmaster thing. It's no D&D thing. He's still in the arena. And right before him is also the gate where the monster is going to be.
I asked
I'm right above where the monster gate is.
Yes, it is.
I asked him, what shall I be fighting? What will I be fighting?
I believe the crowd deserves a good show. What am I fighting tonight, Jack?
You go up to you, and there's the corpse. Says a worthy opponent for someone cocky.
Oh boy. I can tell they want me dead. I can tell.
Are you saying this?
No. I'm not going to say that. I'm just...
He's gonna have like a whisper conversation so the crowd won't even see. Say, dude. Says it's pretty brave to break in here twice.
He knows?
You see, like he'll pull out like a monocle. And you can sense it's like enchanted.
Looking glasses, just like from the second floor. Could those have perceived other people's forms? Oh shoot.
I nod my head to him. I nod my head.
And say, I'm not gonna have someone coming up here and ruining my chances.
Alright.
Says, but we need strong men.
I just...
Says, you lived through this. I think I'll let you see some of the stuff we're dealing with.
Oh.
Tell me why.
Say, because you ain't going out free.
So it's exotic animals. They're used to enforce the fight. So, for the sounds of it, they aren't initially too violent unless they're feral. Or as far as we're concerned. Your friend won't recognize you, Trace.
Are you yelling at this?
I'm just thinking out loud.
Okay,
Come on.
Gonna help him.
Alright.
Okay, so. Oh,
Please
let
don't
see.
tell me that water monsters.
Yes, the water monster wasn't small blue ones, it was just compressed.
Oh.
The plot is based on sludges. It was another one.
Oh.
Look at Ed. Good game, guys. I TPK'd. Because the thing rages and kills the audience, killing Nicholas too.
The end.
Goodbye! No, but... Okay. So, there would be like a scaffolding that would come down, and you would step onto it, and raise them up into the middle of the audience. And saying, who wants some more blood? Okay. Raise the gates. And out through the gates, you see two green beady eyes. Kind of low to your level. And clicking.
Clicking.
It's clicking.
Could
I need a better look.
Could you, could I tell what it probably is through a check, like listening?
Nature or beast stuff? I know you have
Through
some-
listening to that sound, could I possibly identify it? And you can whisper in my ear, because Trace might not know what's coming. If I make the roll, that is.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see.
Oh boy.
So, what would it go by? Animal handling or something?
Yeah, let's say that. Like, we're nature. You have a nature check. Which one's better?
Okay, so my nature check is better with a 3.
Okay. Okay, you sit there and you can at least tell what elements from this.
Interesting.
Okay, so and he's going to see anyway soon because the thing's going to creep out through the door, and it happens to be smaller than my example, but a younger version of whatever this is. It's a rimmer ready? Let me see. Can Nicholas read it better than I can?
I do have like
Remora. It is a remora.